Alright, so if you've watched my videos in the past, you'll know that one of the niches I'm most bullish on is real-world assets, or RWAs. But here's the thing, it is a young sector, right? So there are no established giants yet, and many of the projects here are still finding their footing. That's why there's a lot of room for new challengers to come and grab market share. And in my opinion, one of these contenders would have to be TokenFi, who's also the sponsor of this video. But here's the thing, they have one unique advantage on their side, and that's the fact that they were launched by the Flowkey DAO, and hence has the support of that huge community. Anyhow, in this video, I want to get you caught up to speed on the latest and greatest of TokenFi, and all the moves they've been making in the tokenization and RWAs space. But first, what is TokenFi anyways, for those of you who don't know? Well, it's an all-in-one platform that lets you create a token or tokenize real-world assets without writing a line of code. And the Flowkey DAO actually came up with this idea when they saw how slow and expensive it is for the average person to tokenize something. That's why they created this platform, and now it has a bunch of products under its belt. They have things like token launchers, a launchpad, AI tools, and an RWA module. All of this is powered by their TokenFi utility token with ticker symbol token. So yeah, I could spend all day here, but I think you get the gist of what they're all about. So now we can move on to the fun stuff, aka all the moves they've been making lately. And for that, we gotta start with their moves in one particular subsector of real-world assets. Because here's the thing, real-world assets is such an overarching category, right? It could mean commodities, stocks, bonds, currencies, art, anything in the real world essentially. But one of the most promising subsectors is real estate, specifically real estate tokenization. That's where you create digital tokens that represent ownership or rights to a particular piece of property. And by tokenizing them, you can cut it up into pieces and trade those on the blockchain. This has many advantages, such as partial ownership of some property or being able to crowdfund for some real estate project as well. So yeah, that's the general idea. But in terms of TokenFi's role here, well, their RWA module is going to make it quick and easy for people to tokenize things such as real estate. It's basically creating a way for you to buy a piece of something real, like a part of a building, without needing a ton of money or a bunch of paperwork to get started. Now, their RWA module is not actually out yet. It's still a work in progress, and there's not too much details available yet. But one thing we do know is that they're working with the likes of Chainlink to make sure that their module will be able to verify that there's real stuff backing up the tokenized assets. But anyhow, like I said, it's not quite out yet, but something that is already out yet and is doing quite well is their Launchpad. That's already live on the top 6 EVM chains out there. And it basically helps teams hold their token sales on that platform, right? It's pretty self-explanatory. Most of y'all know what Launchpads are. But the impressive thing here is that they've already had some success under their belt. Like Mars Battle, a Web3 game, did their shoot token sale on TokenFi's Launchpad. And that had so much demand that their round 1 ran out super quickly. And now they're doing a round 2 as a result. Anyhow, a lot of what we've talked about so far is internal success, which is great, but external recognition is important too for a project to succeed in crypto. We all know that. That's why it's great to see that TokenFi has gotten their own category for the Launchpad projects on CoinMarketCap. As you can see, there's not that many projects on there yet, but in the future there will be as their current queue of Launchpad projects launch, and all of them will show up on this page. That's why having their own category is so clutch, because anyone who looks up one of these projects can use that category tag to filter out projects and see which ones are part of the TokenFi ecosystem. So yeah, that's quite amazing. But it's not only people within the crypto world noticing though. Outside people are taking note as well. Like TokenFi just got featured on a big magazine in the UAE called Arabian Business. They did an exclusive piece on TokenFi and how it could potentially be a big part of the tokenization wave that's sweeping the Middle East. That's a rising region when it comes to crypto. So I think it's great that TokenFi is gaining prominence over there. But okay, I want to go back to their Launchpad real quick because it's got crazy demand and some early success. But there's one big problem with it, and that's the fact that all that success didn't really benefit token holders that much. In fact, many of them weren't able to participate in the token sales on that platform because they ran out too quickly, so people got upset about it. But fear not, because they introduced the TokenFi Supercharger Program, which fixes all of that. Basically, it's a proposal to prioritize token stakers and holders within the Launchpad and make sure that they get to participate in the sale first and get allocation proportional to how much they staked and for how long. That was actually put up for a DAO vote already, and it passed overwhelmingly. So yeah, that's the big news for anyone who holds token, as it was just activated on Monday, April 22nd. But anyhow, so far I haven't talked that much about their token, as TokenFi has mainly been focused on the utility of their products. But one big update here is that their token was recently listed on Bitfinex. That's a tier 1 exchange, which means more accessibility and liquidity for the token. And it also adds to the growing list of exchanges, both centralized and decentralized, that lists token. So yeah, all these updates are making TokenFi look like quite the contender in the real world assets sector. So if you're interested and want to learn more, then the best way to do so is through my links below.